I just need to put my triple on. Hello everybody, I'm Brooke. Welcome to Stitch Trek, and today we have another Star Trek costume that you can buy online review. I am really excited about this one because I just got it in the mail, and that is always thrilling. I just took it out of the plastic package because I didn't want you guys to have to listen to all that crinkling. Speaking of noises, there's a wash going in the background. Sorry about that. It was poorly timed. Sometimes things have to get done in this house. The costume in question is from Lower Decks. Oh boy! I love Lower Decks. I love all Trek. I've yet to be disappointed by any series. I'm already surprisingly pleased by the quality of this garment. Let's see how much I paid for it. It was from Amazon, $20, well, $20.99, and then $8.99 shipping. So it's not on Prime, unfortunately. But at $30, I'm pleased with the feel and quality of this so far. It is a men's. I couldn't find any women's on Amazon, and I heard it quick. I don't know. So I'm gonna have to resize it. No big deal. If you're not into sewing, however, it might be a big deal because part of the pattern, part of a lot of Star Trek patterns, is this point on the sleeve. And part of reducing its length is going to be separating the black from the red and shortening all of it, including the point, and keeping the line across the chest even with the line across the shoulder. It's a thing. But if you're confident, you can do it. The seams are all nice and finished on the inside. The white stripe is just a ribbon. So that actually makes the whole thing a lot easier to resize, because if it were actual piping, that would be a lot more difficult. I totally expect that when I try this on, it's not going to fit very well. And that is because it is a men's small and I am a woman's small. But I bought it knowing that. So let's try it on. Welcome to my cluttered workspace. I'm working on like 6 different costumes right now. And yeah, stuff has to get done. So this is a mess. Also, Klingon costume. What you say? Klingon? Yes, I said Klingon. If you want to see the video of me making this, it will be on my Patreon once it's done. Feel free to search for Stitch Trek over there. All right, well, right away, I mean, obviously it's not going to fit me correctly because it's not my size. I love the way the fabric feels. It's durable feeling, but it's not super thick. It feels like it would actually breathe kind of nicely, but also be able to put up with being tossed in the wash. It is vibrant red, lovely red, nice black, not that cheap blue black. The, just very basic, I'll get a close-up of this later, insignia is just exactly the cheap-ass little shape it is in the cartoon. The only complaint I have, and this is why I haven't buttoned it up yet, is this. It's literally 3 snaps. That's it. I don't have a problem with 3 snaps if I'm standing rigid and we're a man. But because I have a bust, there's a tendency to gap, which is not a good look. In fact, if you're a guy and you do any sort of bending over in this, you're gonna get a lot of this. Now, because I can sew, I will fix this. I will either put in some little magnets and little metal plates on the opposite side, or just, the back so snaps in a little magnet just to keep it shut. I can put in some very soft Velcro so it bends with me nicely and doesn't make it look stiff in this area, I can just put a string of snaps all the way down. And that will pucker a little bit when I bend, but at least it won't. I can't pull a Napoleon with that. So I'm not mad at it. I like it a lot. I love the quality. It feels really good to wear. It moves really well. I think it looks good. I think it's going to look even better when I change the size. I think, oh boy, I wouldn't put a zipper in because that really would, you know when you hunch over a little bit in a hoodie, you get this like, a zip up all the way up hoodie, and you get like that ripple effect because the zipper is stiff. I wouldn't do that because then you get that ripple effect on this one side. But maybe a bunch of snaps, maybe some little squares of Velcro all the way down that can flex. Yeah, I'm gonna have to figure it out, but not really feeling this. And maybe that's why they didn't fix this problem, is because they didn't know a good solution. So, I will say if I were them, and maybe this would have cost more, but I'm making a TNG scant right now out of this beautiful thick spandex. And it's going to be like a turtleneck. You just pull it over your head and the whole thing expands around your head and it fits fine. And I've done this twice before. It always turns out really good. I probably would have done that to this. This probably would all be spandex and you could just pull it over the top of your head. And it would look like this seam were real, but it would really just be a little bit of piping or something. Yeah, that's probably what I would have done if I were designing this. But for the price, it looks really good. For only needing to add some closures, if you're a guy, this is pretty good. For me, I'm going to have to do a lot more. Like I said, it doesn't quite fit me, but I'm going to make it fit me. But I like it. So buyer beware if you're not into a project. If you don't mind a project or you think it'd be fun to see if you could alter this, totally go for it. It's pretty nice, actually. So there's the badge. You can see it's just a little silver bit of pleather. So it mimics what it is on the screen perfectly. You don't try very hard to get it the actual delta shape. This doesn't close. There's no latch on the top of that. I might change that. As I said, this is all just open. Nothing going on in there. Yeah, it needs something. I like it. I know I said that I was going to make these costumes for each episode of Stitch Trek in order, but because I'm making a bunch of costumes for the cruise, it is cruise season. A few of those are going to pop up, and one of them is from an episode, so you're going to see it out of order. No big deal, right, guys? And this is going to be fun. Also, serious question. I am seriously debating whether or not to trim my bangs back into being. I had bangs for a nice long time, and I liked them for every reason other than I didn't enjoy the maintenance. I thought they were really cute on me. I liked the swept to one side look, but also, and mostly, I liked the way they looked when I had my Vulcan or Romulan ears on. Hey, what can I say? I'm a Trekkie at heart. And that's a really good reason for me to want bangs. However, I was letting them grow out because I was going to do an Elnor costume. And if you haven't seen Picard, Elnor is from Picard. And I wanted to be able to do the full pullback look. My hair is not super thick, so I know some people can like kind of tuck their bangs away and still pull their hair back and it looks like they don't have any bangs. I really can't do that very well. And the only way I can do that is to grease the hell out of my hair with hairspray, and then it just looks really crusty. So I was going to do the real deal and grow it out. And then I decided, oh, screw it. I'll just chop my bangs and I won't make the costume. But guess who's going to be on the cruise now? So because that actor's going to be on the cruise, should I make the costume now and let my hair grow out? And don't say, oh, just 5 clip-on bangs. No, my hair's too thin and you can definitely see that they are not mine. So here's a picture of me with bangs. Here's a picture of me without bangs. Comment below which you prefer, because I need advice. Not that I have time to make an Elmore costume. Do you hear that? That's my dog dreaming. I'm going to do another costume review episode really soon because I just got another one that I really like in the mail, and I frankly do not want to wait until I finish my next actual sewing project to make into an episode for you guys. Again, it's my show. They're going to be a little out of order now and then, and this is like peak season for me. Thank you for viewing. Thank you for following. Thank you for liking. Thank you for sharing. And most of all, thank you for joining me. I really like that I can share this with everyone. I know this is so sappy, but I feel like if it weren't for this awkward little show, it would just be me in my basement sewing alone. Thank you so much. Live long and prosper, everybody. I do this different every single time, don't I? I think it's... Yeah. And... I feel like my hair is doing a Morticia Adams thing right now. What's that amazing quote? Normal is an illusion. What's normal for the spider is chaos for the fly.